knocked away and not intercepted.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take over here up near the 40.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On play action, Winston steps away. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 49 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Jameis to throw it. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown catch.
And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it.
He's got a man, complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. 43 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow, he's going to loft one deep left side here. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase.
45 yards.
And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. An extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A real
field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Winston. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Dancing to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half.
The kick by Lutz is good.
And that'll bring them back within 4.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
They're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
First down. Here's Burrow, eluding the pressure right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Going up top. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group.
And Winston lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Mixon with a first down carry. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. David Onyemata there on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
He's hit the 50.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
Following the interception, Winston.
And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On 3rd down, Winston. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there. Now it's Burrow. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On On second down, here's Mixon. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On third down, Burrow.
Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
10 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for it.
That is caught by a diving Thomas.
Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
First down, Winston. Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
64 yards on the ground for him so far.
This offense so far on third down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got room. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 15. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. Touchdown, Saints.
Chris Olave.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit.
Lutz good on the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. The play over before it really got started thanks to Pete Werner.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Burrow will throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter, getting down to the good stuff. And he's got a Bengals first down as he gets it up past the 35.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now Burrow. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
They'll go with the keeper. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Saints have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead in the fourth.
Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Got a man open. It's Chase. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Mixon. Room here to run. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
111 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
They'll try and run it in, and he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away, but you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
He'll get this down to the 38.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Winston. Flushed out right. Winston into the slide, and he's got a 1st down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. He knocks through his third field goal